Hi, welcome to my channel, My Great Wall of Manga. I'm Amanda and I've been in love with manga for well over a decade. In fact, I even built a wall out of it. On this channel, I'll be pulling a series off the wall at random, and we'll go over a quick summary, introduce you to some of the main characters of the series, and I'll give you 5 reasons why you should read this manga. Okay, on this episode, we're going to look at the manga Otomen. Story and art by Aya Kano. The story is about Asuka Masamune. He is a manly man. He is the captain of his high school sword fighting club. He's tall, he's cool, he's stoic, and he has one little tiny secret. He actually loves crafts and baking and shoujo manga. Ever since he was a little kid, his mom has forbid him from doing anything she saw as girly, and insisted that because he was a boy, he had to only do manly things. So Asuka feels he needs to hide all of his hobbies and interests from everybody else. And he's basically been living like that since he was a little kid. Always, baking things or sewing things or doing craft projects by himself in hiding, and then outwardly he has to be, stoic, manly, be good at fighting and sword fighting, never showing emotion. Well, one day, Asuka meets a transfer student, a girl named Rio, and Rio is anything but girly. She is the most manly girl you ever want to meet. She does martial arts. She cannot cook at all. But she is like a super sweet person, and she likes Asuka just the way he is. Okay, now for the characters. First up is Asuka. On the outside, he's very stoic, very manly, very much has the silent, smoldery type personality. On the inside, he's very, I don't want to say girly, but he certainly is a romantic. He loves romance stories, he loves sentimental things, he loves cute things and cuddly things. He loves things that just make you happy and are super soft and totally not violent or stoic at all. Next up is Rio. She's the daughter of an owner of a dojo, and, not surprisingly, she knows how to do martial arts. And she is, not girly at all. She doesn't know how to bake or even cook that much. She doesn't know how to sew or do crafts. She, as far as I can tell, doesn't really read shoujo manga or even that interested in romance. She's not a particularly sentimental or romantic person at all. And so actually in many situations, Asuka saves her by using his craft skills to help her out with things that she doesn't know how to do. And last up is Tachibana. Tachibana is definitely a playboy. He's super flirty, and secretly he's a manga artist that is actually writing about the budding romance between Asuka and Rio. The thing is, they don't know he's a manga artist at all, or that he's writing about them. And the irony is, the manga he is writing is Asuka's favorite romance shoujo manga to read. Okay, and now 5 reasons to read Otomen. Number 1 is, it's definitely a rare shoujo manga that talks about, toxic masculinity, where somebody is forced to act tough and hide their emotions and hide who they are and what they like to fit the social role they're supposed to play. And it's really damaging for Asuka's life, and it's really harsh from his mom to expect him to constantly hide who he is. And it does create a unhealthy relationship between the two. And, that is often not shown in manga in general, and it's something very unique in shoujo manga, looking from maybe a male point of view of how things aren't so easy for people that, just like something that's a little bit different. Number 2, it has a very sweet romance that kind of flips the gender roles in a very cute way. It handles the flipping of the roles in a very gentle, sympathetic way where nobody is really made fun of or kind of looked down on because one person acts one way that's different from perceived gender roles and another person acts another way because of perceived gender roles. Like, Rio is a girl and she can't cook at all and can't really do most girly things, but it's never really portrayed as her being lacking or somehow deficient or bad because of it. It's just, she doesn't know how to do something, but she has a friend that does. Number 3. The artwork is gorgeous in this manga. Very detailed, very clean and crisp. I mean, this is like by the books, perfect shoujo manga artwork. And I also like that because it has more of a male-focused main characters, it doesn't go overboard with the super cutesy shoujo stuff. There's not like tons of flowers and tons of like hearts and stuff. I mean, they're still there. There isn't tons of it. So it keeps it a little bit more clean cut. So it matches the characters too. Number 4. There's a lot of zany, over-the-top adventures. Like, at one point, Asuka has to save Rio from a raging bull on the loose. The adventures get a little wacky sometimes, but they're very funny. Lots of humor. And number 5. There is so much character growth in the main characters. Not just with Asuka learning to accept himself and his preferences more, but also with Rio accepting that it's okay for her not to be girly or be perceived as weak. It's okay for her to be strong. It's not a problem. People are still gonna like her the way she is. And also, Tachibana kind of learns that maybe he doesn't need to keep it a secret that he writes shoujo manga. He has a lot of fans, and there's nothing for him to be ashamed about. It's perfectly fine. And that's my review of Otomen! Thank you for visiting my channel, My Great Wall of Manga. If you're interested in anime too, please visit my website, animehanabi.com.